Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You're watching my channel, Mr. 14, and I'm back with Greenleaf. Yes, it's the final season of Greenleaf, and it's a bittersweet. I enjoy this show, and I love this show. I wish it would continue on because the storyline is so great. And they having a spinoff of it, the show, so we don't know what the spinoff's gonna be. But I'm just so excited. But at the same time, I'm sad that it's ending. I really is sad that it's ending. Like, this is the last season, so hopefully that the Bishop family, the Greenleaf family, will get it together this season, and they all have their happy endings, whether they not together or not, divorced, whatever, what's going on. But at this first episode, wow, they gave us a lot. It was emotional heaviness a little bit. But all right, let's get right into it because there's a lot to say. There's a lot to say. If y'all haven't, please go back to my past season reviews of Greenleaf. I did the whole season 4 and a little bit of season 3. I ain't do the whole season 3, but I did the whole season 4. Go back to my playlist if you want to get catched up and everything, and you want to know the nicknames. And some of the nicknames I give people, if y'all trying to do it, I'll try to put in the description box or the comment section below so y'all realize who I'm talking about. Alright? And I will mention who the person is the first time video, but as following videos, I just go say the nicknames and not really say who the person is. It just continue on, and y'all hope y'all continue watching me from week to week until the series finale of Greenleaf. Alright? So Bishop James and Grace is at the altar. This is they saying they're final goodbye to Calvary. You know, their church is lost. They lost their church to Whitmore's. Phil is the head pastor of the church. Judy, he supposed to marry Judy. Well, he's supposed to be his wife Judy. And technically we find out the snitch. Yes, Charity is aka the snitch. And that's gonna be her name. The snitch, which I think I might call a scorn snitch. So scorn snitch is really like a broken hearted scorning woman. So when the woman is scorned, they get heavy and wrathful. So I might call her a scorn snitch. See, say Charity, aka scorn snitch. All right. So we find out scorn snitch is the AP. That's something that she wanted. She wanted to be an associate pastor so bad. Now she got it. Okay. So Grace and Bishop is talking and looking at a thing, and then there's women that sit and say there's no goodbyes, and you know Bishop choked up a little bit. He said, you know what, this kind of mistake, I shouldn't even come back over here. It's ridiculous because he saw they carried out the cross out like it was like a freaking piece of toy. They didn't cherish that cross at all, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. And they doing reconstruction. They're tearing down Calvary, rebuilding it up to a whole new church. So it's like, wow, it's gonna be harmony and hope. Serious. So then we get Lady May. Lady May has been fasting and praying for a long time. She's been fasting and praying. We don't know how long it's been, but it's been thing. And she said, the maid said, what if you've been fasting for 40 days? She said, what if it take that long to 40 days? Jesus did that. It is what it is. I'm fasting and praying until I get a sign of what I want to do. Because remember, we left off that Lady May agreed to work with Bob Whitmore for the church for some reason. You know, Bishop got upset about that. He did not like that she was going to agree to work with him. So they left off with a sour note at the end of season 4. Because she told him. During the midst of them trying to get back together, and that's like kind of tear them apart a little bit. So she's sitting there, she says she's going to fast, and she hasn't been eating, she's just praying, she's getting a sign. Now Aaron came, and Aaron said he got to come. Aaron is Grace's brother, you know. And she, Grace's brother. Let me see. Yeah, Grace's brother. And she is, he wants to talk to Grace and AJ together. And Lady May is talking to Aaron, right? And basically, she was telling Aaron that she probably don't want that church back. It is what it is. I probably want to do something different. So he said, are you okay? Like, is this worse? The fast is messing up your marriage or something? He said, no, I'm good. I'm Clarity. And she basically said she don't really want that thing back. So maybe she was talking about starting anew, do something different. Get her own little thing to going on, her own little church, whatever it is. But that old church back, she's done with that. She don't want that anymore. So as that bishop came in, he was still upset. He said something, walked past. Aaron and Grace sat down with AJ. We find out that the boy that Grace saw at the end of season 4, we all try to figure out who is this boy. Who was that? That was exactly the same boy. Apparently, the AJ that we all saw the whole season, who lost son, was in charges. He was getting charges brought against him. And Grace lied and said that he was with him or something like that. And it comes to find out they was going to get blackmailed and all that stuff. The snitch, scorn snitch, get all the information and gave it to Sidekick. Sidekick is equal Phil. That's the guy that had passed him. Harmony Hope. The black one who was working with Bob Whitmore, the sidekick. That's what we call him, sidekick. And she gave him all the information, and then he blackmailed Grace, and she told Lady Mae and Bishop. Lady Mae said, tell your secret, let it go, everything, but she quit. She quit the thing, and just to save her son. Now we find out he's in the clear. The person that we saw in the end of season 4 was a person who has done a lot of robberies. They pinned it on him. They say that he's the person. He has been shown to be identified. The ID, well, the picture shows him, and he had done numerous other store robberies, pharmacy robberies. And I was like, that's that. And I said, oh. So when AJ saw the picture, he looked at it, and he didn't really seem to enjoy. He didn't seem joy that he's being free. And Grace looked at the picture because she was like, hold up. And in trying to find out, Aaron said that person he died. That person who did that numerous store robberies, the one that Grace saw, said he was dead. But I said how he's died because Grace saw him. Now people think that was a spirit or he actually was the real person. But Grace said she has seen him, and that's the person. So we try to figure it out. Is the one that Grace seen is the real AJ, and the one she has think that was AJ is the fake AJ? We don't know. We still don't know that mystery between who's the real AJ is. All we know, the AJ where we seeing, that's the AJ that she's known as her son. The person they saying that who did it, he died. Technically, Grace seen him. So we don't know exactly the mystery. Hope they clear that up. And they will, because this is last season. They will have to clean this up. And see how that goes. So Grace is like, okay. Yeah, she trying to hold on to the picture. So Aaron said, I don't know why Yasu is not jumping up with joy. I think y'all would be happy about it. It's something I need to know. Like, what's going on here? And he said, it's a lot going on. He's in the clear. He's cleared of all charges. He's not going to jail. So that's good, because the DA, the person who was prosecuting and all that stuff, the guy is dead, so you can't really charge him, and this thing is put on him, and he's the person culprit. Then the real AJ who's alive, then he's the one not going to jail, because that person can get charged. So that was done. They cleared AJ. Now, whether or not that's going on. So later on, Grace talked to AJ. And he said, I just don't see no happiness, don't see right about it, because I know when I did it. He keeps saying he did it. Now, did he do it? I don't know. He just say he keep doing it. He did it. And it seems like, and she said, I'm happy that you're free, and I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm not. I'm happy that you're free, you're alive, you can do things, we can celebrate. Me, you, and Sophia, we go and celebrate. He talked to like his little condescending tone. He said, oh, what we gonna do? We go party and stuff like that. And I was like, she said, yeah. He said, you know what? Go ahead. Because he see his mom was happy and everything. But you could say on his face that he is not joyful about it. So it's like he hiding something. Like he knows something and he just not really saying it. You could see it in his face. It's all guilt. Guilt all in his face. And he left. Grace left. So right when he looking at it, he was like, look at the door. Then he started packing up his bag and started leaving. I said, oh, why this boy always running away? Can't he just not face any problems? He's always running away somewhere. But he stopped and he looked at the mirror. And when he looked at the mirror, you could tell the freaking emotion coming out of him. It's like something was eating inside him, and he is feeling very remorseful about something. I don't know what exactly it is. What is he hiding? What secret is he hiding? What he knows? But that thing is hitting heavy, and I felt it. I felt it. I was sitting here watching it, and then when I saw him like his soul about to break down in the mirror, it choked me up a little bit. I was like, "Oh, don't do this to me, y'all! Don't do this to me!" I was sitting here like, "Don't do it. Hold it. Be hard, Ty. Don't do it." I choked up a little bit, even though he was an a-hole last season, but I still feel a little bit about this boy, and you felt that freaking sadness, the guiltness in him, and it was like it's unbearing. You could not tell that it could have touched somebody. It touched me a little bit. So I said, "Oh, what's this boy gonna do?" Because he didn't run away. He just stopped to look at the mirror. So he gonna do something. What he gonna do? We find out later on. All right. I'll push pause to that. All right. Later on, Grace said, "You know what? I need to go just get a help for someone." Blast from the past. Darius, you know the one that Grace was a boy told that she was messing with, all that stuff. Rick Fox. Yes, he was there. He's still doing reporting, and she came to ask for a favor. And he said, "Oh," "You wouldn't show up here if you know what the hell I've been through. You wouldn't show up." She said, "You know what the hell I've been through. You wouldn't even ask me that question." I said, the pleasantries." But they talked, and he said, "Okay, cool." They went to got out to eat, a little coffee, and he agreed to help her. She wanted to know about this person, dig some information up about him, like who is he? Cause he said, "Why you want to know? This is the person in the case. Why you want to know?" Excuse me. She said, "At the grave site when I was visiting my sister Faith's grave, he showed up and everything. They say he's died, but I don't know. I need to know what's going on with this. Who is this guy? Who is he?" And he said, "You know what? I'm gonna find some information. I'm gonna find it. I'll let you know." I said, "Cool. We need to know who this person is. This is the mystery. We need to find out." All right, let's go on later on to. All right, Annoyance and Jacob. Annoyance is Clarissa. Clarissa, aka Annoyance. That's her nickname. All right. So Annoyance is still on that wheel. Remember, she found out information from, I think from Fernando or something like that. Fernando, whatever his name is. I forgot his name. That Spanish dude she was messing with. Found information that Mac had a will that was changed, and it looked like that the May and Bishop killed Mac to get the ownership of the house. So now it's like it's some criminality going on right here, and she could use that against it to get what she wants. So she was like, in order for me to not use this or stuff, and Jacob was questioning. They said, "How you know this is real?" and stuff like that, and whatever, boot the boot. You may not be able to prove this and all that stuff. And to some extent, it was true. You probably can't prove it. But if it looked like it's something fishy, it could hold. And she said, "Listen, you gonna give me what I really want and all the stuff that I need, and then cool." He said, "You know what? Fine. Get the lawyers. We get together." And it looked like they're about to divorce. I said, "Good," because I can't stand Annoyance at all. Yeah, even though Jacob has his part into this failure of the relationship, she's too much. She's too much. Really too much. I can't stand Annoyance. So he said, "Cool, get the lawyer, draft it up, whatever, let's fight it." Cause he's not trying to fight her. He really not trying to fight her. He said, "Listen, do what you have to do. Let us be out our lives." I said, "Oh, Jackie, you better get your own lawyer too. You just don't push everything on her." But I think he's just done. He just washed his hands off of it. So he's still on that. When he went outside, Aaron finished up his meeting with Grace and AJ. He went out, and Jacob called Aaron. And he said, "Can you look at that?" And Aaron said, "Okay, yeah, it could be hold up a little bit, but you had to find out of the original will and see this will supersedes that. And then you could compare and see what's also change. Other than that, it could be whoever trying to use it against you could really do damage to you with this. But you got to find the original. Find that original and compare the thing." And he said, "Cool." So it's good. Then he went to call somebody named Joyce Meyer. I said, "Oh no, he did not call that person Joyce Meyer." That's funny, Joyce Meyer. Alright, so he called Joyce Meyer and he got an answering machine to Alexa. So I said, Alexa, who is this Alexa chick? Alright? Because we know, remember the first season, Jacob was messing with somebody. And now we all know that Jacob was a cheater at the time. That's why Clarissa is the way she is a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay. But he called her. He went to her house. I said, okay, little lady. And she had a daughter. So he's looking at the girl, keep looking at the daughter, and said, he's questioning. I said, hold on. Who? Look at that. He basically went over there to look up for the will that Mac had, because she was assistant to Mac. And Maxwell, something like that, Mac, and trying to get that Maxwell. And she was like, that's what you came here for? Oh, really, Jacob? That's what you came here for? Just for that? Well, so I said, whatever. They talked a little bit. She finally told him that he had a storage unit somewhere. I ain't looking at it. I'm afraid to look at it. Whatever it is what that. You hope you can find what you need to find. Then he asked her, he said, is that baby mine? She said, oh, I would never have your baby. I would never keep your baby. I said, oh, girl. Oh, you going to cut throat like that? Oh, he's a fine man like that. Why you won't have his kid? But at the end of the day, he has a family and stuff. He apologized for how things ended with him, with those two. She also apologized too and said it could have went a different way. But I was like, who is this Alexa girl? I was like, okay, so maybe that's the person that he was messing with the first season that we now not know it to. They never told the person's name. They just know that he cheated. So if that's probably the reason, that's probably the person it was. And they had history. But I was saying, he went to the storage unit. The thing leases up, and he said renew it for another 6 months, and it's good. He checked that those storage is a pile up from bottom to top, pile up a lot of stuff. I said, oh, you gotta go through all that, try to find that original will. Oh no, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, right? So Dante called Sophia. Sophia is still hot with Dante. I said, oh, okay, what's going on? And Nikki is still staying with Zora the Hot Pocket. Yes, Zora nickname is Zora the Hot Pocket. So Zora equals Zora the Hot Pocket. And why? She's the Hot Pocket because she has been hopping around and she just lose one. So she's a Hot Pocket. So she's staying still with Hot Pocket. And Dante wanted to see Sophia. And she said, cool, I can see you tomorrow. I can see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Ain't no power boot. But she said, you got to get that thing together with Nikki. Fix that, make that work, fix it out. Handle that. Because I don't have no more issues with this girl. He said, okay, cool. She went to the house. She was there. He looked like upset. I said, what? He looked down. Wait a minute. He did something with the girl? Like, he looked down. She's standing looking like that. Like she's all, she like, Nikki. She looked like that. Sophia wasn't mad. She was upset. She was hurt. But she's not mad because things does take time because he was with Nikki for a while. And it's not right for Sophia to tell him to drop everything, drop this girl, get rid of it, and quick cut her out like that quickly without having the thing said because they had emotional feelings towards each other. Whether it was agreement, it was arranged agreement, whatever they were. They was together. So it's going to take a while for them to completely phase out each other. So she said she understands. She understands. Let me know. Work it out. And I'll highlight your label. Okay, that's good. Alright, so Sidekick, scorn side chick. Ooh, stop, y'all. Scorn sidekick. Scorn snitch. Scorn snitch. And Sidekick was talking. And basically, it was their first, I guess they had the meeting with the board. And she said, listen, my family's against me. I got no love life. And the only thing is like holding me on right now is this AP position. So, trust, I'm not going to mess this up. I'm not. But she could still scorn little chick because he broke her heart in the last season. Thought she was doing something by ratting her whole family out and betrayed her family. I forgot. Back Lady Mae Scorn Snitch came in the house and leaving out the house because she was going towards the H&H. church. And she said, oh, look at this Benedict Arnold. You was the traitor to the whole family. Lady Mae is not having it for Score Snitch. She is not having it for her. She is not. So that was done. So later on, they was talking, and it went to the board meeting. Phil was talking to the board, and baby Score Snitch showed her behind. She interjected, cut him off, said, oh yes, we need to preach the word. I got to preach about a woman on the church and the history of black women in the church. It has been forgotten, and this and that. And she was there, Phil, after the thing was over, people was like, ooh, what the hell is going on? Right? Next week they were building the church and everything, and they all looking at it and said, oh, all right. Sidekick said, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. She said, oh, okay, whatever. But I'm going to do what I got to do. And you going to stick with what I'm going to do, because until your little white hoe come around, the white fish, then I'm going to do me, boo-boo. That's that. So then she's sitting in her office, Score Snitch in her office, and she's sitting down, and she realized that maybe the AP is not cracked on what you be. I said, you pray for that. That's what you wanted, so you better stick with it. See, you praying for something, now you got it, now you don't want it anymore. Right? Because you lost everything just to get to this position. Now it's like, it's not green on the other side anymore. So I did Carl, that's his name, the choir director. He said he quitting. He said, I did not work so hard with the church that I was with y'all, with the family, to come down to this kind of little white little trash little thing. This not happening. I'm quitting. She said, you quitting? He said, oh, no, we're still going to talk. She started crying. He said, no, don't make so. She said, no, it's not that. It's that. AP, he said, this is what you really wanted, right? She said, it's not cracked up to be. It's not what she's vision for what the AP was to be. I said, that's what, because your quarter wasn't AP, girl. Your quarter wasn't freaking music. Stick with that. Okay? So Darius called Grace, and because she was on the phone making reservations for her and her two children. Darius called Grace. He said, I know why Bob is here. Basically, Bob don't really care for the church like that. He's doing it to get backing to be running for Senate. He's running for Senate. He found out, because Darius said he always asked Bob, why did he leave Phoenix? Why is that? And Bob always gave him vague answers and never really gave him a clear answer. So basically, he bought the church, got the church, and he the multiracial church, so he have that back in the scene. It will be hard for him to lose the race because he gonna have that backing. And then he donated a lot of money to local charities, and then he bought the house in that area, and it's empty. Nobody's living in there. So I said, what are he doing all that? And he realized he went for Senate. I said, oh, okay. So now Grace said, damn, if I wish I knew all this before I gave up my church. I said, yes, you should have known all that, girl. Maybe Darius should have came around before, right? And she said, so Darius said, no, don't lose hope. It's still hopeful. It's hope. It's still a reason for you fight to get what you want. This is what you calling for. It's still thing to get him down, because he said it's too late. He's tearing down the church. She said it's not too late. We could get it. We just gotta find information. We gotta find more, pin it on him, and corner him, and then you get what you want, back what you need. Okay. Let me see. What else going on? All right. So Misty, Clara, and Corinne was at James' house. They was saying, listen. We need to do something. I wish I knew about this, because I wanted to vote for it. Now, I think the Misty said, why did freaking Grace tell me to agree with this? And she said she wants you to keep peace until they figure something out. But now, it's so late now, it's done deal. So we got to figure that something out. So James said, yeah, we could do it, but we're going to pray. We're going to pray. Now, Bishop James talked to Lady Mae. And they sat down and talked, and James said, you know what? Lady Mae said, I can't do no disappointment anymore, no heartbreak. What? He said, yes, this shepherd, this is the flock, need a person to guide them. They lost, and we are it. And maybe being at H8 was not the one, was not it. Maybe it's not the church they need a leader. They need a person who will guide them to where they're at. lift their little souls. So what can we do? Start anew. Build a new church. And they could follow. And that's how it is. I said that's what to do. You lost one opportunity, build a new one. There are people like you. So you don't need that building. Build somewhere else. And they're going to take time. It might be some pushback. It might be some enemies against it. But it can make it work. And I believe it. He said first we need to get married. We need to get married. And then you got to eat. And then we can get the show on the road. And Lady Mae said, okay, all right, she's with it. So they call all their children. They get married in an hour. Lady Mae wanted to have just those two. But Bishop said, no, we need to have the family together. So all my children, my grandchildren and stuff, we got to get together. We're going to get married. So we found out Sidekick was in his house. He looking at scorn snitch pictures. And you could tell he probably still feels some way about did what he did. It's like he still kind of loved scorn snitch. And I said, oh, okay, we really think that's love? Well, it is what it is. But his love for that being past that head position was more than his love for scorn snitch. So he looked at the pictures and everything. Scorn snitch came. And she wanted to give the ring back. And he said, nah, keep that, keep that. She said, why I need to keep it? Why? Why I need to keep this? Why I need to keep this ring? Why I need to keep this ring, Sidekick? Why? And he was like, listen, it's like because. He said, I still love you, scorn snitch. She said, nah, you don't love me, no. And he said, why? Why you did all this? He said, because Bob made me. For me to get the head position, I had to marry his daughter, Judith. And I know nothing else. I had to do that. And she said, oh, well, it was hard. I didn't know. But she said, it was easy for you to let me go. I said, okay, yeah, scorn snitch. It was easy for him to let me go. Because you know his ambition for the church was more than you ever could give him. So she said, here, get the ring, and left out of there. And we'll see what's going on from that. So everybody meeting up for the wedding, all that stuff. Everybody there. So they would say, get AJ. And Sophia said, no. Now, when Sophia came back, Zora the Hot Pockets and her feelings looking at her, it's like, oh, what you came from? She never burned her. And everything. She kept talking. She said, well, you a skank. I said, call her a skank. Girl, who the hell are you? You're the Hot Pocket. So what you call her Sophia a skank for? Girl, bye. And you mad because there is Dante, they want you behind. Okay? So you went in. She said, I didn't see AJ. I looked at him when he was not there. She said, where the heck did he go? You went in there. This last part touched me again. Went in there, looked at it, and she realized the bag is still there because he didn't run away. She took in the bathroom. He's in there. It's locked. She bum rushed in that bathroom, and baby AJ cut his wrist, blood everywhere. He's on the third floor. I don't know if he's really alive or he's dead. The amount of blood that was on that floor and how deep that cut was, it looked like he's dead. I said, oh no. She said, why you did this? Somebody get help. I can't do this to me. And I was like, oh no, don't do this to me, y'all. Don't do this to me, y'all. It got me the feelings for AJ. And oh my gosh. I don't know. Whatever he was hiding was deep enough for him to kill that pain away. He was holding that thing deep. The fact that we seen him on the floor like that, blooded out. We didn't want to see him like that. I didn't want to see him like that. Oh my gosh. But y'all, that was Greenleaf, y'all. Come back next week for the next episode. I will continue with Ride the Journey with me. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. I know this is kind of long, but it was a lot. So, peace.